Okay. So today class we will do some problems based on the direct sum of subspace. Okay, direct sum of subspace, right? So first, right, small introduction about the direct sum. Okay, small introduction of the direct sum. So uh, suppose U and W are subspace of vector space V. Okay, U comma W are subspace of vector space V. Okay, then we can write V equal U plus W. It is called as the direct sum. Okay, it is called direct sum. You already studied subspace. From the subspace, we can continue the part the direct sum, because you consider here U and W are subspace. V is a vector space. Okay, we can call this one is the direct sum of U and W. Suppose we direct sum of U and W if and only if you want to check two conditions. Okay, you want to check two conditions. If good conditions are satisfying, then you can say that it is a direct sum. So first condition is you can take any element B belong to capital V. You can take one of the element B belong to capital V, then they are exist. Okay, you can take U belong to capital U and W belong to capital W, such that you can write B equal U plus W. Okay, B equal U plus W. This first condition. Second condition, U intersection W, it is singleton 0, right? U intersection W, it is singleton 0. Only the 0 values are exit. Only the 0 values are exit. Then suppose two conditions are satisfying, then we can say that V equal direct sum of U and W. Okay, V equal direct sum of U and W. So it is very important. It is called as a direct sums. Today class we will do some problems based on the direct sum. From the subspace we already discussed so many problems. From that one we can continue the direct sum parts. Okay, then you can easily understand. Okay, because here for this some questions you want to verify that is subspace, because here U and W are subspace, no? So for some questions you want to verify that given sets are two sets are subspace. Okay, so we will start to do some problems. Okay, right. Okay, this first question. Consider the vector space. Consider the vector space V equal R cube, right? V equal R cube, and let your set is S. Set is X comma Y comma 0. Here X comma Y are real numbers, and T be the another set of the form 0 comma X comma 0 comma set, where S comma set belong to real numbers. Okay, S comma set also belong to real numbers. Prove that, your question is prove that S and T are subspace of V such that S and B are subspace of P such that B equal S plus T, but B is not the direct sum of S and T. B is not the direct sum of S and T. So here that B is not a direct sum of S and T. Okay. So for this question, okay, for this question, first of all, you want to verify it. These two sets are subspace. Okay. First of all, you want to verify it. S and T are subspace. For that, you take first S comma y comma 0, S comma y belong to real. So you want to verify the subspace. So 0 comma 0 comma 0 belong to S. Therefore, it is non-empty set. Let you take two vectors x1, y1, 0, x2, y2, 0 belong to S, and alpha comma beta belong to real. Okay, alpha comma beta belong to real. So alpha times x1, y1, 0, beta times x2, y2, 0, right? Then you can inside multiplying alpha x1, usual multiplication of scalars, alpha y1, 0, beta x2, beta y2, 0. Then you can add into coordinate vectors, alpha x1, beta x2, alpha y1, beta y2, 0. Right? This element belong to S. Okay, this element so obviously belong to S because it's one of the element, is another element, the third element is 0, therefore this belong to S. Okay, this is belong to S means S is a subspace. Okay, this belong to S means S is a subspace of B. Okay, S is a subspace of B. Right. Next, you want to verify T also subspace of B. Okay, T also subspace of B. T also subspace of B. So your set T is given by x comma 0 comma set s comma set belong to real number. So you take two. Yeah, first of all it's non-empty because 0 comma 0 comma 0 belong to T, therefore it is non-empty. Let x1 0 set 1 y1 sorry x2 0 set 2 belong to T. Okay, h2 0 set 2 belong to T, right? You can you take x1, let x1 of the one this one x1 0 set 1 x2 0 set 2 belong to T, and alpha beta belong to real number. Okay, alpha beta belong to real number. So you can verify it like this. You want to check this like this axiom. Okay, so you take alpha times x1 0 set 1 beta times x2 0 set 2. Okay, x2 0 set 2. So you can inside multiplying by scalars. So alpha x1 0 alpha z1, beta x2 0, beta z2. So you can add both, then alpha x1, beta x2 0, alpha z1, beta z2. This element in this set, okay, therefore belong to T, right? Because here x of the form x0 set, one of the element you can assume here s3 0 y3. Okay, they are s3 0 z3 of the form. Therefore, this is belong to T. Therefore, T also subspace. Therefore, T is a subspace of B. T is a subspace of B. Now we prove a subspace, T is a subspace. Okay, as two parts are finished. Next, you want to show that this condition. If you want to show this condition, first you take arbitrary element from this set B. Okay. That is Parsimon induction for this proving. You want to prove x plus t, no? So you want to prove V subset of x plus t and x plus t subset of B. So obviously this one okay, because this is B means the element of the form this one. Triples or triples. Okay. So this is belong to this S belong to x subset of B and T subset of B. Okay. S subset of B and T also subset of B. Therefore, S plus T also subset of B. Therefore, this part okay. You remaining to prove that this part. So you take arbitrary element from the set V. So let we take one of the element. Let you take arbitrary element from the set B. Okay. Let we take B is one of the element x, y, z. B r cube, no, then it's r cube, right? R cube. That is your B. Okay, that is your B. Right. Be an arbitrary point. Okay, be an arbitrary point. In B, the result is if the result is true for an arbitrary point, then the result true for all points, right? You want to check the arbitrary point, right? You want to check whether this result is true or false for an arbitrary point. Okay, we take arbitrary point. Okay, so this idea is very important. You take like this. You can write x plus y plus z, right? You know, you think about this one. Suppose you take one of the element from this set B, right? The element of the form x, y, z. This means you can take one of the element from this set and one of the element from this set. This addition set elements equal to this element, no? That is, you take here x by 0, then what is the remaining element you want to take here? Then only you can get x, y, z. You want to get here 0, 0 z. Is it okay? If you add this 2, then you get this element. This is element of S. It is element of T. Okay. So it is element of S. It is element of T. So we first you take arbitrary element from the set B. Now we prove that element belongs to S plus T. Therefore, is B subset of S plus T. Also, we already discussed S plus T obviously subset of B. Second condition. Therefore, 1 and 2 implies this B equal S plus T. This is your second claim. We proved now second claim. This one. So remaining you want to prove that, but B is not a direct sum of S and T. Therefore, you ask show the direct sum, there are two conditions. But here the first condition is so first condition satisfied. Okay. Therefore, you want to check the second condition. The second condition must be false. Then only it is not a direct sum. Okay. So second condition must be false. Now let you check the second condition. Okay. So second condition, right? What about the x intersection t? Right. What about the x intersection t? Here your s is this one, t is this one. Common point is x, no? X, y equal to 0, z equal to 0. That means how, right? So we can do like this. Okay, suppose you take the point so ABC. Okay, ABC. Okay, then this is a comma b comma c belong to S, and a comma b comma c belong to T. So a comma b comma c belong to S means, right, this element of the form this one. Okay, the element of the form that one. So what we do? This is an equal to sum x1, sum y1, 0. So from this one, c1, c is 0, b equal y1, a equal x1. Similarly here, you take a comma b comma c, no, this point equal to, is belong to T, therefore of the form like this. Some point, which one? X2, yeah, you take set T set yeah, x2, okay, 0 set 2. So from this one, a equal x2, b equal 0, c equal z2. We already know that c equal to 0. Then this is 0. Therefore, now b0, a0, a equal s2 only. No, a equal x1, a equal x2. Therefore, x1 equal a equal x1 equal x2. That means only your coordinates values, you take arbitrary element a, b, c. No, this a, b, c means only you have point x 0, 0. Is it okay? Because b0, c0, okay, only a equal x1, x2. Therefore, only one values, x values, coordinate one values exit. That means x value only exit. Y is 0, z is 0. This is the element for this ABC. Therefore, now you understand. Now you understand this x intersection T of the set of the form x comma 0 comma 0, x belong to real number. Okay, s comma 0 comma 0, x belong to real number. Okay, right. But right, this x is real number. Okay, for x you can put 0. Okay, no problem. You can put 1, you can put 2, like x belong to real number. No, then you can put any values here. Therefore, this is not equal to this one. No, 0 values is possible, but only here only 0 values. No, here some values exist. No, here there's 0 values also there, but for x you can put any real number. Okay, 1 0 0 is also there. if this value is only 0, 0, 0, that means the set is only 0, 0, 0, then this value is also 0, 0, 0, then the direct sum condition is satisfied. But here, the direct sum condition is not satisfying because this x is intersection t not equal 0, 0, 0. Therefore, this second condition is not satisfying. Therefore, b not equal x direct sum t. Okay, x direct sum t. This, this is not a direct sum of x and t. Okay, this is not a direct sum of x and t. Okay. Because here only the x values exist, y values and z values are 0. Therefore, the direct sum condition does not exist. If this value is 0, 0, 0, then we can write v equal direct sum of s and t. Okay, direct sum of s and t. Okay. So now we will do another problem. So here we in this question we can change it for any another question like this. Consider V is vector space V equal R cube, and let your set S is defined by like this. Okay, S is defined by like this 0, y, z. Therefore, here y, z, y, z. It is a second example, second exercise. Y, z. Okay, and T also defined by like this. X, 0, z. That's not okay. Prove that S and T are subspace of B such that B equal S plus T, and the direct sum is not satisfying here. Okay, so just you can change the coordinates right here. You put already you put here X and 0, z. Now you put 0, y, z. That one does not change. Then for the, then no. After that also here this this B is not a direct sum, no. Okay, let me do this part first. So so the earliest example also I discuss about the direct sum. This example also I discuss about the direct sum. Okay, so first you want to verify this is a subspace. So it is a subspace y, z. Here y, z belong to real numbers. It is a subspace. So it is a subspace. So 0, 0, 0 belong to S. Therefore, it is a non-empty set first. Okay, it is a non-empty set first because 0, 0, 0 belong to S. Let you take two vectors. Let 0, y1, z1, 0, y2, z2 belong to S, and alpha, beta belong to real numbers. Alpha, beta belong to real numbers. You take this one first. Alpha times 0, y1, z1, beta times 0, y2, z2. So it is 0, alpha, y1, alpha, z1. You do more problems, right? Then you can easily understand about the direct sum. That's why we'll discuss more problems. Okay. 0, beta y2, beta z2. So then addition for vectors coordinate wise, alpha y1, beta y2, alpha z1, beta z2. So this elements in this set belong to S. This element in this set belong to S. Therefore, S is a subspace. Therefore, S is a subspace of V. Okay, S is a subspace of V. Okay, next, you want to show that T also subspace. T also subspace. Okay. So for this one, it is 0, 0, 0 belong to T. Therefore, it is non-empty. Let x1 0 z1, x2 0 z2 belong to T, and alpha beta belong to real. Okay, alpha beta belong to real numbers. So from this one, you take alpha times x1 0 z1, beta times x2 0 z2. So it is alpha x1, beta x2 0, alpha z1, beta z2. So right, so this elements of the form this one, because you put here this S3 0 y3 like this. So S3 0 z3. Therefore, this is belong to T. Therefore, T is a subspace of B. Okay, S is a subspace of B. Similarly, T also subspace of B. Okay, T also subspace of B. Now now you take one of the element V equal x, y, z belong to R cube. Be an arbitrary element in V. So you can write x, y, z as here first 0, y, z. No, therefore 0, y, z first. Next, you want to put here x 0, 0. Is it okay? X 0, 0. Yeah. Therefore, this is belong to S. It is belong to T. It is belong to V. Therefore, B subset of S plus T. Obviously, also S plus T subset of P is obviously true. From this 1 and 2 implies the first problem, this problem are both the same, right? Only different the coordinates. Here, first coordinate you put here x. Now for this question you put here 0, here y. Okay, right. Then B equal x plus T. So let let you take one of the point a comma b comma c belong to x intersection t. Same idea again, a comma b comma c belong to s and notation, and a comma b comma c belong to t. So a comma b comma c belong to s means a comma b comma c element of the form, right, 0 comma y1 comma z1. Here y1 comma z1 now belong to real numbers. Okay, right. Here a comma b comma c of the form x z. Therefore, it is x2 0 z2. These elements. Okay, so from this one, your a is 0, b is y1, c is z1. From this one, your a is s2, b is 0, c is z2. Okay, so a is 0 no, therefore x2 0. So here b is y1, b is 0 no, the y1 also 0. But c equal z1 z2, therefore this one implies z1 equal to z2. Therefore your coordinates of the form this one. Your coordinates of the form here also the intersection not equal to 0 comma 0 comma 0, because right, because you know here this x intersection t of the form 0 comma 0 comma z. Okay, z belong to real number, so it is not equal to this one 0 comma 0 comma 0. Therefore, right, this condition is not work. Therefore b is not the direct sum of s and t. Therefore b is not a direct sum of s and t. Okay, b is not a direct sum of s and t. Okay, now again we change the coordinates. Then what we kept, you want to check, right? Now again you want to check the coordinates. Then what is happened, right, at the moment, right? Then whether it is satisfy the direct sum condition or not, right? For that part we want to check next. So for question number 3, only you change the coordinates. Okay, you put for a x6 coordinate, you put x comma y comma 0 again of the form x comma y comma 0. Therefore here x fine, no, xi belong to real number. T of the form 0 comma 0 comma z. Here z belong to real. Prove that S and T are subspace of V such that V equal S plus T, but V is not a direct sum of S and T. Okay. So for this question, first you want to verify S and T are subspace of V, and right, S and T are subspace of V. Right here we change this question because the direct sum condition here satisfying. So S and T are subspace of V such that x direct sum of t equal V. So this question, this direct sum condition satisfying. Okay. For this question, the direct sum condition is satisfying. So the claim is first you take the element from the first you want to show that S is a subspace. Similarly, T is a subspace, and you want to show that, right, V equal X plus T. Next, you want to show that the x intersection t is singleton 0. Then the direct sum condition satisfying. Okay. Okay, so first you want to show that S is a subspace, right? For that, x equal s comma y comma 0, s comma y belong to real number. So 0 comma 0 comma 0 belong to s, it is non-empty. Let x1 y1 0, x2 y2 0 belong to s and alpha beta belong to real. Okay, then alpha times x1 y1 0, beta times x2, y2, 0. So it is alpha x1, alpha y1, 0, beta x2, beta y2, 0. So it is alpha x1, beta x2, alpha y1, beta y2, 0. Therefore, this is element from this set belong to S. Therefore, S is a subspace of B. Next, you want to show that T also subspace of B. Okay. Next, T 0, 0, set belong to real number. Therefore, this 0, 0, belong to T is non-empty. Let 0, 0, set 1, 0, 0, set 2 belong to T. So alpha, and also you take two scalars, alpha comma beta belong to real number. So alpha times 0, 0, set 1, beta times 0, 0, set 2. So it is 0, 0, alpha set 1, 0, 0, beta set 2. It is 0, 0, alpha set 1 plus beta set 2. Therefore, this is belong to T. Because this element of the form this one. Therefore, T is a subspace of B. S is a subspace of B. T also subspace of B. Okay. Now you take let B equal, right, S comma Y comma set in B. Okay. S comma set comma Y in B. Okay. So be an arbitrary element in B. So you can write this S comma Y comma set of the form S comma Y comma 0, 0 comma 0 comma set. This is belong to S, it is belong to T. So B subset of X plus T. Obviously also X plus T subset of B. So 1 and 2 implies B equal X plus T. Okay. B equal X plus T. So next let you take a comma b comma c belong to x intersection t. Now they asked to prove the direct sum. No? Therefore, you want to find this a, b, c values are all are 0. Okay, so it is a comma b comma c belong to s and a comma b comma c belong to t. So a comma b comma c belong to x means, okay, a comma c belong to s means a comma b comma c of the form x comma y comma 0. Therefore x1 y1 0 and a comma b comma c of the form 0 comma 0 comma z1. So from this one, a equal x1, v equal y1, c equal to 0, and a equal 0, b equal 0, c equal z1. But c equal to 0, therefore z1 also 0. b equal 0 means y1 0. A equal 0 means x1 0. Therefore, this a comma b comma c, all elements are 0, right? That means this a comma b comma c, this is 0 comma 0 comma 0. Therefore, this a comma b comma 0 0 means this x intersection t is there, no? It is 0 comma 0 comma 0. This 0 vector, no? So two conditions are satisfying. Therefore, b equal x direct sum of t. Okay, x direct sum of t. Two conditions are satisfying. Therefore, x is direct sum of t. Let B of R be the vector space of all 2 cross 2 matrices over real number. Be the vector space of all 2 cross 2 matrices over real number. Let S be the set of all symmetric matrices. S be the set of all symmetric matrices. Set of all symmetric matrices in V. and T be the set of all skew symmetric matrices in V. T be the set of all skew symmetric matrices in V. So that S and T are subspace of V. So that S and T are subspace. S and T are subspace of V such that V equal X, sorry, S red sum T. Okay, S red sum T. So for this question, first you want to define the set S. S is the set of all symmetric matrices. No, therefore you take A belong to M2 plus 2 matrices and A equal A rounds form. It is the condition for symmetric matrices. First, you want to show that it is a subspace. Okay, so 0, 0, 0, 0 belong to S. 0 matrix again A equal A rounds form. Okay, therefore S is not an empty set. Now let A comma B belong to S and alpha comma beta belong to real number. So alpha A beta B. So this is alpha A rounds form, beta B rounds form. A, alpha beta scalars, no, then you can easily write alpha A plus beta B over the rounds form, because alpha rounds form again alpha, beta rounds form again beta. So alpha A plus beta B equal alpha A plus beta B rounds form. Therefore, this alpha A plus beta B one of the element of this set S. Therefore, S is a subspace of V. Okay, S is a subspace of V. Okay, S is a subspace of V. Similarly, for a T, you take T set of all skew symmetric matrices. Therefore, A belong to M2 cross 2 matrices. A equal minus A rounds form. So here 0 matrices 0, 0, 0, 0 belong to T. Therefore, it's not empty. Right? Let this A comma B belong to T and alpha comma beta belong to real numbers. So alpha A plus beta B equal alpha minus A rounds form, beta minus B rounds form. You take outside minus, then alpha A rounds form, beta B rounds form. It is minus alpha A plus beta B rounds form. So alpha A plus beta B equal minus alpha A plus beta B rounds form. Therefore, this alpha A plus beta B belong to T. Therefore, T is a subspace. Therefore, T is a subspace of V. Therefore, T is a subspace of V. Okay. Now let M belong to, okay, B. B means M2 plus 2 real number. Okay. This is the matrix of the form. So you can write M equal half times A plus A rounds form plus again half times A minus A rounds form. Therefore, right, therefore, right, you know, suppose A rounds form equal A, then put here you get A, but A belong to M2 plus 2, therefore A belong to S, like that. Therefore, this one belong to S plus, right? Yeah, sorry, M here. So M transform. here M transform. Therefore, you add this to get M. M belong to B. Scarf M plus M transform belong to S because A equal A transform, then put here A M transform M 2M over 2M, but M belong to this set because satisfying that condition. This is M minus A transform, right? Suppose minus M A transform, you put A, then sorry M plus M 2M over M. Therefore, this is belong to T. Okay, therefore this both are arbitrary matrices. Therefore, M subset of S plus T. Sorry, M no B. Also, obviously this one okay. S plus T subset of B. So 1 and 2 implies, this is a matrix. Okay, M symmetric matrix. This one is Q symmetric matrices. Okay. Next, your claim is you want to show that S intersection D is a singleton 0. No. So let you take one of the set you can take. Okay. A belong to X intersection T. So A belong to S and A belong to T. A is one of the matrix. Okay. A belong to S means then you can write A equal to A transform. And A belong to T means A equal to minus A transform. Then you add this both, then you get 2A matrix. Here 0. 2A 0 means A is scalar, no, then A is 0 matrix. A equal to 0 means all entries are 0. That's a 0 matrix. Then you get this X intersection C 0, no, the 0 matrix, no, then only consists the 0 matrix. Okay, only consists the 0 matrix. Therefore, this 0 means 0 matrix. Okay, therefore B equal S plus T. It's direct sum. B equal direct sum of X plus T. Okay. Next question. let B be the vector space okay, let B be the vector space, okay, of functions from R to R, vector space of all functions from R to R. Let B be the subset of even functions. Let B be the, let BE, okay, BE be the subset of, be the subset of even functions, that is of the form if you put f, yeah, if you put f minus x, then you get again f of x, no, right, again f of x. Let b naught be the subset of, b naught be the subset of odd functions, for this case minus f of minus x equal minus f of x. They asked 3 questions. Prove that B, E, and B naught are subspace of B. B, E, and B naught are subspace of B. Okay. Next, prove that BE plus BO equal V. Third question, prove that BE intersection B naught equal singleton 0. If two conditions are satisfying, then we can say, right, BE right sum of B naught equal V. Okay. Okay, so first you want to prove that VE and V naught are subspace. So obviously the zero function belong to VE. Okay, zero function belong to VE. Let FE GE belong to VE. Some notation, okay? And alpha beta belong to real. So alpha FE beta GE of minus x. So this is alpha times f of e of minus x, beta times e of minus x. So this is minus alpha fe of x minus beta ge of x. So you take minus, but this function is even function, no, then it's plus, sorry. So then we can write alpha fe beta ge x, okay, beta ge x. Therefore this alpha fe, okay, Okay, therefore 0x equal VE. You take let FE comma GE belong to VE and alpha beta belong to real number. Then alpha FE beta GE minus S equal this one. Therefore, this alpha FE plus beta GE belong to VE. Therefore, VE is a subspace of B. Okay, V is a subspace of B. VE is a subspace of B. So for next part, let F naught G naught belong to VE, right? VE, sorry, V naught. Alpha comma beta belong to real number. So alpha F naught beta G naught of minus X equal alpha F naught of minus X beta G naught of minus X minus alpha F naught of X minus beta G naught of X. So minus alpha F naught beta G naught of X. So this alpha F naught beta G naught belong to V naught. Therefore, V naught is a subspace of V. Therefore, V naught is a subspace of V. VE is a subspace of V and V naught also subspace of V. For next part, since VE is a subspace of V and V naught is a subspace of V, so VE plus V naught also is a subspace of V. That is, therefore, VE plus V naught obviously subset of V. Okay. Now you want to show that V subset of VE plus V naught. Okay. V subset of VE plus V naught. Let F belong to V. So f of E1 x. So this is half times f of x plus f of minus x. F of odd functions of x half times f of x f of minus x. So obviously this we define this function f of E1 function f of O1 function. It is again f of minus x equal again f of x. Therefore 2f of x half f of x, that f of x equal f of E1x means that a four even function. Here like that, here minus fx, then f of fx 2fx half, then fx f of x f naught of fx is odd function. So this is even function, it is odd function. So right, so you can write f of x equal half times f of x plus f of minus x, half times f of x minus f of minus x. So so this is so so this is belong to f. So it is f e1 of x, f o1 of x. Okay, that is f equal f e1 plus f o1, right? But f belong to b, this one belong to be plus o beo. Okay, beo, therefore b subset of b plus b naught. This second condition. Obviously first condition is b subset of sorry, b naught subset b e plus b naught subset of b, therefore b equal b e plus b naught. Okay, b equal b naught plus b e. Next, you want to show that b naught intersection b is singleton 0. So for that, you take 0 function. 0 of x equal to 0. No, it is 0 function. Okay, 0 function. Let you take one of the, let f belong to be intersection b naught. So f belong to be and f belong to b naught. F belong to b mean you can write f of x equal minus f of, sorry, f of minus x, and this f of x equal minus f of x equal f of minus x, odd function. So from this to add this 2, then you get 2, you can take here minus 2 f of x equal 0, then f of x equal to 0. No, f of x equal to 0. 0 means 0 function. Okay, that means f is 0 means be intersection bo is singleton 0. Therefore 0 function, singleton 0 function. Okay, therefore b equal be direct sum b naught. Okay, be direct sum b naught. Okay.